Hailing from parts unknown, weight unknown, he is the Metal Geek! Time to wage war in the Geek Pit! Oh yeah!
All right, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Geeking Out with the Metal Geek. I'm your host, the Metal Geek. First and foremost, before I get started, I would like to thank our big sponsors of W Energy. Remember, you guys can get a discount if you use the code Metal Geek, but you have to go to this website www.w.gg, and remember, you receive a special discount if you use the code Metal Geek. All right, now welcome to the show, everyone. First, one, two. Can everyone hear me? We good? Am I good now? Am I good? Want me to make it a little louder? All right. So, all right. First and foremost, I just want to know, what is everyone's absolute favorite horror movie right now, or Halloween movie? Because there are so many great Halloween movies out there right now. I absolutely, my personal favorite horror movies. Well, we're gonna start with horror movies first because I absolutely love the horror movies. It's Halloween. I figured I'd do this podcast because it's a day after Friday the 13th. I mean, I missed the boat on Friday the 13th, but I figured I'd do a little horror movie. So I just want to know what everyone else's in the chat is before anything. But I'm gonna get to mine because there were some really, really great ones that I absolutely loved. I absolutely loved the movie Signs. Signs is probably one of my favorite horror movies to date right now. And that The Sixth Sense is really, really good. Um, that that movie, I remember Signs, watching it when I was younger. That movie scared the crap out of me when I was younger. That movie was awesome. Um, when they absolutely showed the alien for the absolute first time, ever so spiffy in the chat goes, anything ghostly from me. So, yeah. But is there a specific scene in any horror movie that you absolutely liked? Because I'm just gonna say that there was like the movie Signs, when they showed the alien for the first time. That movie scared the crap out of me. Um, Speaking of horror movies, Insidious is a really, really, really good horror movie. Um, If anyone has not seen Insidious yet or The Conjuring, those two I highly, highly recommend. Are absolutely great movies. If you just want to be spooked out of your mind, those two, Insidious, Signs, um, Insidious, seeing the spirit for the first time. Which movie are we talking about? And which movie are we talking about anyway? But we talking about Insidious or which one are we actually talking about? In all movies. Yeah, but which movie do you really enjoy the most? That's the big question I want to ask. So what's the great horror movie that you enjoy the most? That's the number one question I want to know because, like I said, in the movie Signs, when they show the alien for the first time, that freaked me out. The way because that was like the way M. Night Shyamalan shot his movies were just bar none ahead of everybody else. Those two movies, The Sixth Sense and Signs, just the way he shot everything. Those are my two favorite M. Night Shyamalan movies, and those movies can't be replicated today. And not only that, those two are my favorite. Also the basement scene when the aliens are come down the basement. That was freaky, man. That stuff, some scary stuff. But yeah, what's the movie that scared everyone the most? You'd say that gave you like you couldn't sleep at night. Because I'm just gonna say that one right now. The Conjuring is another movie I would go out of my way just to see. Cloverfield Lane. That one was a really, really good one. I mean, like I said, if anybody is watching this later and they could just, the party's just going to keep continuing right now. Yeah, but is Saw really, really a movie, though? I mean, I read Saw. I don't really Saw like a horror movie just because it's on a different level. I say that's more of a shock factor movie on level of horror. It's kind of like I'd rate those on the same level as the Hostel movies. When Saw and Hostel came out the same exact time, so that could really happen. Insidious. All right. Yeah, but I feel Saw. A lot of people love the movie Saw, but I feel it's not a traditional horror movie. That's not something that really scares you. It's just something that really grosses you out. I feel like a traditional horror movie is more like Scream is a really good horror movie. Friday the 13th, another great one. Um, I feel, man, yeah, Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street is another great horror movie, I'd say. Scream, I Know What You Did Last Summer. I mean, Scream is where they started with the teenage slasher movies. So, I mean, you could also make the argument that Halloween started it, but Cloverfield Lane, I'm not going to rate it as a horror movie. Maybe it's more of a thriller, I'd say, on that level. And for those of you that are watching later, please let me know which Halloween movie you really enjoy in the comments below. It helped me out a lot, so. All right. What would you say your favorite Halloween movie is now? That's not horror. Because there's a lot of Halloween movies that we could watch this time of month. I'm gonna start first right now. I mean, this is kind of the horror comedy, the horror-y role. I'm gonna go with Zombieland is another great one. Woody Harrelson is absolutely great in that movie. As if anyone has not seen Zombieland yet, that's another recommended movie by Geek. Anything by Tim Burton, I'd say. But Zombieland is a recommended movie when Woody Harrelson actually goes down into the hostess truck and he's looking for the Twinkies and all he finds is ho-hos. Absolutely great scene right there in that movie. Epic scene. And he yells out when he opens the truck, "Snowballs! Snowballs! Where are the fucking Twinkies?" Great movie right there. All right. For those of you that knew that are just joining us, we're going up over our favorite Halloween movie. So, for those of you that are joining us, I love that part. Love that part too. Love Hocus Pocus. That's another Halloween movie right there. Doesn't need to be a horror movie, but that's definitely a Halloween movie, so I laughed at the snowballs. Woody Harrelson, he's a great actor, man. That's right. Make sure you hit the follow button for more Geek Pit fun right about now. And just to let you know, just a quick plug right now. If you really want to support the stream, please click the link below. It helped me out so much. Please follow me on YouTube, Facebook, Spotify. It helped me out a lot. So if you're enjoying the content, it only costs you absolutely nothing to enjoy this content. But We're discussing right now, for those of you that are just joining us, we're discussing favorite Halloween movies. And if you would like to join us, you can more than well join us. Just me for the link below, and I'll send the link out. So, anyways, back to it. Also, we're also sponsored by W Energy, which you could use the code Metal Geek to receive 10% off your purchase. Here's another one me and Ever So Spiffy talk about. That's a really, really good one. Yeah, she just said mentioned Tim Burton right now, but there's another really good hidden gem out there that a lot of people. What's going on, Thunderfeet? How's it going? Welcome to the stream, dude. We're discussing our favorite Halloween movies right now. So, and by the way, when I mean Halloween, I don't mean that it has to be a horror movie. It could be just for the month of October. It could be anything, any one of your favorite movies. We're discussing what your favorite Halloween movie is. So, but yeah, I guess I was saying before, me and Ever So Spiffy were discussing what is our absolute a hidden gem that does not get a lot of love right now. That movie is absolutely Coraline. I don't know if anybody's ever seen Coraline in the chat, but yeah, that movie is a real hidden gem and pretty creepy, to be honest with you. I don't know if anyone's ever seen it. I don't want to ruin too much, but the mother and the father have button eyes. And yeah, Coraline's a creepy movie. But yeah, it's definitely a Halloween movie. The same people that did Nightmare Before Christmas actually did that movie. So, but yeah, so just a little known fact right there. What's going on, everyone? Wow, got more people in the chat. So we're discussing favorite Halloween movie. So if you're in the chat right now, what is your absolute favorite Halloween movie? So we're new people in the chat right now. So, but yeah, Coraline is a really, really creepy movie. So don't want to. There's a whole bunch of talking mice. It's kind of weird actually, you know. But yeah, on the topic now, what is one of the scariest scenes you guys have ever seen in a horror movie? That's what we're discussing. Do you know they're all related? We're talking about Coraline, right? And Nightmare Before Christmas. What are we talking about? Nightmare Before Christmas, or we're talking and Coraline that they're related? What are you talking about, Thunder Pete? Oh yeah, okay, yeah, he agreed. So, but yeah, so those movies, Coraline and Nightmare Before Christmas, are actually from the same creators. I think I forgot the name. I think they're based on certain books. I think it's like something Selleck. Someone could confirm it in the chat right now. Casper's a good Halloween movie. It's a good family Halloween movie too. I grew up with that movie, so I think a lot of us here grew up on the movie Casper. Another '90s kids movie. Damn, there's so many. There are a lot of good movies out. I mentioned Zombieland. There was one more I was going to mention that does not get a lot of praise right now. Shaun of the Dead was another really, really good one. It's a horror comedy with Simon Pegg and Nick Frost. Another great horror comedy right there. I think that's the movie that started Simon Pegg and Nick Frost's career in Hollywood. Another Horror-dies are the best. What are some of your favorite horror-dies, you'd say? Zombieland is absolutely a classic. In my personal opinion, Zombieland's a classic. I hope they make another one, but I don't think they're gonna make another one for a while. It took them 10 years to make the second one, so I think we're probably waiting another 10 years just to get Zombieland 2 out. What's your favorite horror-dies? I already said Zombieland was mine, so Haunted Mansion's another classic. Which one are we talking about though? Are we talking about the Eddie Murphy version? Or are we talking about the one that just came out this year? Because there's two different versions. Both. I really enjoyed this one. This one more though. I felt this Haunted Mansion was a little bit more like a kind of a Pirates of the Caribbean esque, just because they had the same writing team from Pirates of the Caribbean. So the filming style was pretty much the same. And I love that Hatbox Ghost. He's one of my favorite characters from the Haunted Mansion. So I'm glad they did a good job with him in this movie, though. Jared Leto did pretty good. For those of you who have not seen it yet, I've been actually starting to watch it. I binged the whole entire thing. Well, not the whole thing, because there are only 5 episodes out left. But I've been actually binging the Goosebumps series. Been watching the whole thing upstairs all day. I don't know if anyone else has been watching that. So they did a really, really good job with the series. And clever what they're doing right now. They took it and the series when I was a kid and made it more like an adult style. So, and this one, I felt they should have done this one a long time ago because the movie that they made with Jack Black, I felt was way too cartoony. I felt it was way too cartoony. And this one, I feel, was a little bit more darker. Stranger Things, yes. Can't wait for that as well. But yeah, but this Goosebumps I felt was a little bit more darker, a little bit more horror-esque. And I think they did a pretty good job. So yeah, the last Goosebumps that they did with Jack Black did a great job, but that's what he could do in that movie. I felt the movie itself was way too cartoony though. So because Jack Black's a fantastic actor, so all right, time to show some support. Remember, you guys, if you're not following the Geeking Out page, remember, hit the barcode right now. Support the Metal Geek right here and support great content creators out there, not just me. There's a lot of them out there. So hit the barcode right there and you could subscribe to all my my social medias right there. So there you go. But yeah, so Tales from the Crypt. I haven't. That's a blast from the past right there. I haven't heard from that show in a long time. Another creepy one right there. I want to thank everyone for coming on the chat tonight. Um, remember, I just said it. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. Remember, I'll be at Wrestling Is Now this December 2nd, so I'll have a table set up. So make sure you come by and say hi. But other than that, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.